Alright, I am in the Vale of Eternal, or not a Vale, I'm in the GeForce. I'm on my way to Kunai Summit to go meet this Magni. It's never easy. Meet Magni Bronzebeard outside Mogashan Vaults in Kunai Summit. Yeah, going there. The last I heard, Mogashan Vaults was still abandoned. We shouldn't have to tough of a time reaching the engine since we've already defeated the Mogu Guardians in that place. Well, what are you waiting for? Let's get that engine turned on. Okay, heading there. And I went to Stormwind, I took the portal to Jade Forest, and now I'm flying on my way because I got flying just the other day. And YouTube, not surprisingly, said that I cannot play music on my channel because, you know, copyright, so yeah, that's fair enough. No music, it's in my ears, but you can't hear it. So if I randomly break out into song, it's because I'm listening to music in my ears. And lots of horde there because that's where their base camp is when they port in. That's where they go. Let me just fly over this and see if the Warbringer's here. Chance at a mount or pet if it happens to be here. Doesn't look like it. The other day when I flew over here, it happened to have just spawned and there was nobody here. I'm like, sure, I'll kill it. Didn't get it, but whatever. It spawns like right over here somewhere. This general vicinity. Maybe, yeah, this rock. Like right here. That's where it spawns, I think. One of those. Whatever the case, it is not currently there. And I'm not going to waste my time with it. So I'm reading Chronicle Book 1 right now. Kind of low and slow in the thing, but anyway, talking about just passed over the Yongle thing. So way back when, the Yongle were one of the early races on Azeroth, and eventually the Mogu made the Yongle using the engine of Nalak Shah. So they created all these other races, and then there was uprising and slave revolt essentially because the Mogu had enslaved
Mogu is still kicking.
most everybody, and
Speaker, I would have words with you.
the Pandaren and the rest of them had an uprising, and
That's peculiar.
We must make haste. The manted...
they broke free from slavery, and
I'm out of range.
Your allies will die with you.
the Yongle was one of the races, and they sorry, distracted.
Swarms are endless.
They eventually spread out. Yeah, there was one group of Yongle stayed over here in
My clan.
the Vale of Eternal Blossoms, that area, and another group of Yongle went to what is current Northrend. They became the Tonka, the walrus-looking race, and the other group of Yongle, not surprisingly, became the Tauren over in Kalimdor.
If this Mogu's clan is anything like him, maybe they'd be willing to help us. I don't know the first thing about Mogu clan's sigils, but I bet Lore Walker Cho does. I'll meet you at the seat of knowledge.
Now we're gonna go to the seat of knowledge in the Vale of Eternal Blossoms. Other races, the trolls had already been created by the keepers, I want to say. Anyway, they were one of the early races. And the Zandalar Empire was very well established when the Mogu, the Mogu were over here on this side of Azeroth, and the trolls were on the other side, and they were both very powerful. The trolls were more into the shamanic power and such, controlling the elements and that sort of thing. Whereas the Mogu were more in the arcanes and magic and such. And of course the Mogu wanted all the power. I want all the power. Lei Shin came to rise, and he wiped out pretty much everybody else. He was the head Mogu dude that initiated all this slavery of all these other races. And Ra was one of the original keepers. And Ra, after the fall of the Pantheon, he's one of the original Titans. Ra, at the fall of the Pantheon, just went into this state of depression. And he locked himself away, essentially in the basement at the engine of Nalak Shah. Well, Lei Shin happened upon him,
and just as new dangers
when Ra, by that point, was called Raden,
triumphant return. This will surely be a tale to remember, but enough prattling.
had
the Mogu clans were once again
showed him all that happened. You're thinking that, because Raden was so
after his defeat,
dejected and depressed from all the happenings with the Sargeras and
new clans arose from the ashes.
The rest of the Pantheon, that the Pantheon had been
Perhaps
essentially wiped out.
To one of them.
He thought, well, if I share all this with Lei Shin, then Lei Shin's going to be the same as me, and we'll just sit here and have our little pity party. Well, Lei Shin was not like that. He got pissed at Ra for being so wussy, I guess. And so he's like, screw that, and he imprisoned Raden and took his power from the engine of Nalak Shah.
Masters of blood magic. The Dokani boasted
And that's how he gained power and became the Thunder King.
Fueled by the life essence of those stubborn and prideful.
And
used the spirits of the dead.
because he gained all this power, that kind of made the Zandalar trolls like, we want the power too, knowing that he was probably going to enslave them too if they didn't make some sort of alliance. So the head dude of Zandalar, Zulathra, I think was his name, made this pact with Lei Shin. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, kind of thing. You teach me arcane magic, I'll teach you how to become immortal. So Lei Shin's like, yeah, I'm all over that, because he wanted to be, all powerful, all immortal. In case somebody rose up and killed him, he wanted to be able to be resurrected. So it was like, okay, so that's the way this is gonna go. Well, eventually, of course, things happen, and the trolls got beaten by the Pandaren after this uprising, and they were kind of run off. In the meantime, the head troll dude, the Zandalar troll guy, by that time, this is over a period of centuries, his name was Mengazi or something like that. He and the original Cloud Serpent rider, Order of the Cloud Serpent, got this big epic battle, and they're back and forth, and they end up killing each other. And then once head troll dude got killed, that sent the Zandalar Empire, because all of the head troll guys, and Lei Shin, by the way, were killed by the Tolvir because they got too greedy. Lei Shan went over to Uldum to take over that Forge of Origination, and then the Tolvir are like, no, you're not taking over the Forge of Origination. We're here to protect it, and they essentially just wiped everybody out. So you've got the Pandaren raised up against one guy, and then the um, the Tolvir wipe out all the head of the rest of them, and the trolls scatter. So you got the one tribe of trolls that stay put, and then you got various ones that scattered all over the rest of the Azeroth. Well, this one particular group of trolls, they're like, screw all this fighting with everybody. We're tired of, all the time we got to be fighting with this tribe, fighting with that tribe, fighting with, Gurubashi, Yamani, uh, Zul'Farrak, of course, Zandalar. All these different branches of trolls, and then all the little sub-branches and what have you. And they're like, screw that. We're just going to come over here, and we're going to hide in the dark. We've got this, underground civilization. We're just going to stay over here. We're going to worship nature, and we're going to just all get along. And over a period of years, because they decided to settle at the Well of Eternity. The Well of Eternity kind of influenced their culture and caused them to change over time, evolve, and they eventually became the Night Elves. Night Elves used to be trolls. Go figure. Because the Night Elves absolutely despise trolls. So that's kind of funny and ironic. Just a little history. Alright, where am I going? Mogu scouting report. So I got to go over here and kill some things and find a scouting report. What is my corruption at? 65. Oh, that should be fun. At least it's not 75, so that's a little better. I got a essence the other day that gave me 10 corruption resistance. It was 75, so that was like, whoo, dang. So now I just gotta, I don't need gold, or whatever that is.
Our armies will trample you.
I'm out of range.
What? Yeah, I won't have to fight too anymore.
I need to get closer.
Oh. I'm in trouble. I didn't see it in time. I remember back in the day when Pandaland was new, you saw that serpent coming over you in this area, you're like, oh crap. So I guess it's back. You just I wasn't paying attention, I was babbling. Didn't notice it. But, yeah. Can't stand in the lightning. Die. Oh, no. Go away, go away. The lightning pools are bad. Oh, I'm gonna die again. Maybe not. Yeah, if the lightning pool, I wasn't paying attention again. If the black spot comes under you, that's where a lightning pool's gonna be. I just wanted to kill the serpent for the heck of it. Because, I could go somewhere else. Well, not really, I gotta rest first. Of course, that, is breaking my gear. What am I at? 4:37. Make good food. Yeah, a little bit. Let me do that. While the servant's not right on top of me.